Okay, so now we're going to reinstall our burner assembly back into its home. And this plate here, I'm going to go ahead and just like put up against here. Otherwise you're not going to be able to get it back in across the gas lines and everything else that we got going on. So it's going to be kind of hard to get this in with one hand, but we're going to try it. See, this plate's giving me a problem now. Got the plate somewhat out of the way. And we're just like hanging out in there, we're not in it. And I'm just gonna push this thing in. And of course my plate flipped upside down, so now I gotta take this back out. And she's right back in her home, right where she belongs. You can see your gas line is already pretty much right there. Just gotta give it a little bump. Move this, move your valve around a little bit. Let's go ahead and, like I said, finger tighten it. Make sure your threads are correct. If they're not, just come down. And basically that's it on the bottom end. Obviously you got to tighten that up more. Okay, so now we're going to take our wires and then slide them up in that hole. Grab them on the top end. So now we got them on the top end, just go ahead and pull that. Go ahead and get your Romex lined up into your hole. Okay, now we're back up to our top end. and like I said, I bypassed something. Basically what was going on, our symptoms were, the pilot was on, the gas was on, the electric was on, but whenever we flipped the switch, the burner assembly did not turn on. So, we were having a hard time checking everything. We actually went on the Henny Penny website, eventually, after we started replacing stuff. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start the Henny Penny website next time. Find your make and model. You can type in your serial number. You can read it. And then you can actually get the technical manual for your Henny Penny pressure fry. So that's what we did eventually, after we had replaced our thermostat. Now we have a parts fryer that we just take parts off of and switch stuff out whenever we think something's bad. Anyway, we replaced our thermostat. We replaced our switch. We replaced what else? We replaced our high temperature switch, which is back there. That thing. Then we got on the Henny Penny website and we got the technical manual, which it's a good place to start, for me. And then we just did ohms tests on everything, and it turned out that there's a switch right here. It's a little micro switch. So basically, whenever you open your valve, what happens is it shuts off your burner assembly, so that way you don't burn your pot out. And that micro switch is bad, so we had to bypass it. Which I'll get another one tomorrow when I go and get the new thermocoupler. So all we did was take these two wires, because you can see where it went. I mean, you just gotta track it down after you do an ohms test on it. If that's your problem, just go ahead and bypass it. Then obviously make sure you shut off your fryer before you go to filter it. So anyway, now that we got our wires back up here, you want to go ahead and get your nut, put it back on your wires before you hook them up. And go ahead and tighten that down on your Romex. Good enough, it's not holding anything. And then you just go ahead and hook back your wires, hook them back up. Anyway, you guys know how to hook up wires, so I'm just going to stop now because I need two hands, obviously. So I'm going to hook these wires back up, and button this back up. I'm going to retighten that gas line down there, and then we'll see if it works.